Hey there. Welcome back to The Evil Within. It's a very pretty church we've walked into. Quite a nice change of scenery from the horrible yellow
That's
madness outside.
All right, I'm here. Nothing's gonna get you.
Get you.
Huh.
You have to stay with me. There's no other way.
Interesting. So I guess we have caught up with Kidman. Somehow. I'm not gonna question it. Maybe they found a way down there past that grate and they just kinda got stuck. I don't know. Oh, you're not sounding good, buddy.
Hey, Joseph. You still with me?
Cheer up, pal. It's not the end of the world or anything.
Sebastian, you ever had the urge to just jump? When you're on a high place? Or the subway rolls by? Imagine if you had that urge for a minute straight. Then 2 minutes.
You fought it off 3 times now, Joseph. You're learning to stop it.
You're not listening. I'm not worried about stopping it, Seb. I'm worried about not wanting to stop it. Some part of me wants to turn. I don't know why. And I can't reason it away. It's deeper than that. It's like instinct. And it's getting stronger.
Hold on. This might...
Ouch. Well, I guess it couldn't last. Welcome to Chapter 7, The Keeper. Looks like there's a hole leading from the church down to these, catacombs? Sure, let's go with that. Welcome to the catacombs. That's where this chapter is going to take place. We're going to have to do quite a bit of spelunking to get out of here.
You.
I'd better start searching for my partners.
Well, partner, I mean, you were just by Joseph, and I don't know where he went, but it's safe to assume that he is probably no longer anywhere nearby. So that hole I looked up into right when I got up from Sebastian's untimely fall, what I suspect is that hole is the hole that was being talked about in the newspaper in the previous chapter. You might remember the newspapers leading up to this chapter have been talking about mysterious cult dealings with the church and how catacombs were discovered underneath the parish and were being repaired. And this guy, the pastor, was in one of the newspapers. So I'm not sure. I think that might have been the same, the hole they were talking about, because it's, right under the church floor, and Sebastian fell right into it, But these are definitely the aforementioned catacombs. If you can't tell. I just want to say that this looks great. If you're not watching this in 1080p, you really should be, because the lighting in this game is beautiful. And I hear spookies, so we're just gonna assume the position. Yeah! Oh, I pinned him to the wall. Oh, I love when that happens. So I noticed that I haven't been using the crossbow very much. For all the upgrades that I've been putting into it, I haven't really been making much use of them. So you will see me using the crossbow more in the near future. The shotgun has had its time in the sun, and it has been a welcome standby to my arsenal. But this game's really... Wow, that's a big jar of gel. This game is really about the agony crossbow, now that enemies have started using it and everything. And for this chapter, the crates that drop ammo and shit have been replaced by vases in true Resident Evil fashion. So look forward to that. Look forward to lots of vase smashing. Spooky. It's a very interesting picture. I don't know if that represents anything. I think it might just be like a set piece thing. Like they had a photo and they wanted to put it there. I don't think that's supposed to be anybody in the picture. Hey, are you ready for some bullshit?
Looks loose.
I really don't understand why he does that. I don't know why he thinks that will work, or even why it does work. Like, there's really no reason for that to work. But I guess it's like, we have already established that this world kind of works on dream logic, so I guess it... Oh. Okay. It seems a little bit counterintuitive to put a key inside of a safe. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Cool. That's definitely not ominous and foreboding at all. I wonder who lived down here. This is a very, it's a very interesting little hovel. Ooh, Sebastian's animation freaking out.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit is right. I like that Sebastian knows that that dude is bad news. Like, because how could you not, right? Like, looking at a dude who's got a safe for a head. You might remember that man, as he showed up a little while back, before we emerged from the underground area last time.
It fits.
this cult sure had a lot of time on their hands to be able to make all this. So we can either go left or right. It really doesn't matter, actually. We can do it in either order. But obviously there's going to be another lithograph on each side. But I'm going to go left first, because it means a little bit less backtracking later. Because if you go this way, we get to interact with ominous purple fart gas. And as you can see by that warning label, it's extremely hazardous to Sebastian's health for some reason. So if you stand in that for too long, Sebastian will start coughing and then he'll fall over dead. So, oh well. Forget about that for now though, because we are about to meet a new enemy type. Or rather, we're going to glance at a new enemy type from afar. Ugh. So these horrible creatures are kind of like the standard haunted, except they are a lot tougher, and they have 2 heads. And there's one other thing that they can do that we won't see for a while. But basically, they are just a tougher, deadlier version of the haunted we know and love so dearly. And they will be our prime enemies for this portion of the game. They're basically... They're like a weird mixture of the torture subjects who were abducted by the cult and experimented on, and the members of the cult themselves. They have a couple different outfits and stuff, which I think is kind of cool. I like that even these dudes that are like basically just wearing tatters have a couple of different skins. Nothing in there. Yeah! I'm getting good at these. I've only had a couple of horrific failures so far. Oh, man. Fuck you guys. I file that under putting them out of their misery. Look at how they stick to the spikes. They knew exactly what they were doing when they designed this segment of the game. When they designed that to have the enemies stick to the spikes, they knew that it was because people would want to see it. Oh God. That man's freaking out. Calm down, buddy. Although, come to think of it, concerning what just happened, I probably not too keen on standing under here. Just gonna, you know, take it nice and cautiously. Put that guy out of my misery, my frame rate's misery. Thank goodness that didn't come down on me. You know, it's interesting. I was about to say that I think it's kind of a missed opportunity that it doesn't, but actually, I think it's actually better that they, like, give you that tension where it's like, is it going to? Is it not going to? Yeah! It's easier to do the bombs that have a little bit of a... What? Anyway, it's easier to do the bombs that have like a little bit of a lead up to the sweet spot, because like the ones that either go all the way around before you have to hit it, or only have a tiny little window, those are really hard. Oh crap. Oh, double crap. Well, Now we're boned. So yeah, when I said we were going to be interacting with the purple fart gas, what I meant was the keeper, the safe-headed gentleman, is going to trap us in with the fart gas, and we're going to have to figure out how to solve this issue. Check this out. Look at how pretty that is. I always make sure to knock that guy over because the burning smoke effect is very pretty. It's like they knew. They knew I was going to do that. Phew. Thank God that's over. That dude was just hanging out in that little alcove, too. He was just waiting for Sebastians to come by. It's open season, and there is a prize on Sebastian's head. I don't know what that prize is. I'll leave it up to you to decide. But, you know. Feasting on his entrails, maybe. Let's say that that's the prize. Oh, come on, really? Screw you. Oh, and I didn't even kill those guys either. Fine. Be that way. Yeah, meat explosion. And look, that guy still didn't die. I told you, they're hardy mofos. They can withstand quite a beating. That dude took 2 explosions. I was almost gonna let him live just because he was so badass, but I needed the rifle ammo. So this is kind of a dick move. This is a dead end, full of corpses and skulls. And the only thing over here is this tiny little pile of gel. But they also put a bomb around the corner. Which is so rude of them. I love the silence in this area. Like, you can hear every sound that the enemies are making, and all of Sebastian's footsteps and his breathing. It's so atmospheric. I really like it. I liked it, like, if I turn my lantern off, like, right now, like, the only light in here comes from the light sources. Like, this game does what a lot of games are afraid to do, where it immerses you in total darkness. Like there are some games where it'll be pitch black, but not really. Like, darkness becomes more of like a darker blue-gray shade, where you can still see just fine. But if I turned off my lantern right now, there would be no light whatsoever. Like, and I think that's really cool, because it makes the lantern feel like it has a lot more use. Like, during those daytime segments, I didn't really even need the lantern, but in segments like these, it wouldn't be the same thing. Like, in the daytime, I didn't need the lantern, obviously, because it was daytime and I was outside. But in here, that's not the case. And with a lot of games, it would be. And this chapter and the next chapter are the two that I modeled the OP after. Like, if you look at the OP, you can see it has like a sort of desaturated gray kind of color to it. And I really like that. I really like the color filter the game has. It makes it a lot... It makes it a lot more like an older school horror movie, where the film is kind of grainy a little bit. This game has a film grain effect, but I turned it off because it fucked with my recording. But yeah, I feel like this is probably the best time to go over that, because, you know, this is kind of a slow segment. But yeah, I love this game's aesthetic, man. It's so good. By the end of this chapter, actually, I will start posting scans from the art book. So I'm excited for that too, because you will finally get to see this game's amazing design process. So I'll see you next time, when we wander the catacombs a little more. and find out what's over on the other end.